What's going on, guys? It's Dynamite or Mike here. Everybody's been asking for my settings, so I'm going to make a quick short video for you guys. I'm going to give you a recommended sense that personally I used from season 0 all the way to season 6, and I've recommended it to everybody that's ever asked for a sensitivity or asked for mine before showing my own. So we're going to start with the recommended sense, which is the original sense Apex Legends gives you, which is 3-3. Your response curve is steady, and then I turn my look dead zones to none. Obviously, my movement dead zone is also small, and, you know, this is all preference. So the reason I recommend this sense is because it's a slow sense. You know, if it's higher, you're gonna hit less shots. You know, you're gonna be less accurate with your tracking. So I just recommend a lower sense so you don't have much to worry about. You can focus more on your game sense and everything around it instead of just your aim. Because in Apex Legends, you don't just need aim. It is also about game sense, you know, map knowledge. It's about loot spawns. All this kind of stuff gives you an advantage. So if you have less to worry about, for example, your aim, you can become more confident in game sense. And once you get used to it, then you could pick up a higher sense on a later date and you'll progress that way. So my sense is obviously on ALC. So my dead zone is 16, you know, my response curve is 9. My yaw speed is like a quarter higher than the or the normal recommended sense. My pitch is a little higher. And all of this. My ADS is just a little bit higher than the 3-3 sense. The pitch stays the same, which is looking up and down. But to the right and left, it's a little bit more. And all the yaw and like turning, the extra turning and stuff is completely turned off because I want it to stay consistent. Like my aim doesn't get any faster at all. For anybody using my sense as a template, the reason I don't have the extra turning on my ADS sense is to keep that consistency. Easier to pick up on muscle memory because your ADS sense doesn't change at all. It's something I'd 100% recommend for people who are just struggling to keep that consistent tracking. I just want to keep that as a side note. Feel free to change it at your own will, I guess, but just a tip from me. But those are my settings. I'm going to quickly go through my button layout for anybody actually wondering. I do play claw, which is where you put your index finger on your buttons. And I have a very, very weird setup because I use a completely normal controller. I don't use any paddles. I don't use anything of the sort. So my button layout is really different to the average players. So my button layout is on customized. And as you guys can see, everything is completely different. On my left stick is my heal. The reason I have this on my heal is because I can, you know, heal a move without fail. You know, I can cancel it whenever I want, and I don't have to take my thumb off my left stick. My right stick is my tactical ability, so it is my phase. It is obviously my smoke, and, you know, the grapple. It's your tactical ability. And the reason I do this is because it's the same as the left reason. I never have to leave my right stick. Like, my thumb does not have to leave the stick at all. Which, personally, I feel like the rule for controller players. You shouldn't leave your stick. And obviously, having them on the sticks, your reaction times are faster. You know, you don't have to move anywhere faster. And being able to play claw, I use B to crouch. And I use A to pick up stuff and reload and obviously revive and stuff like that. And the reason this is just because for me, it's easier to hit than X. It's not typically hard to hit the X button while playing claw, but it's obviously easier to hit A than it is X. And obviously you can reload so much more, especially me. I like to reload before my mag empties a lot. You know, I like to speed reload. I like to do a lot of stuff, so if I can do it quicker, then I'm going to do that. Obviously, switching out my A from my X means my X is punch, because you don't use punch much, but it does come in handy at times, which, like I said before, X isn't that hard to hit, but for something more important, I use A. That's roughly about everything. My gameplay settings, you guys can feel free to copy them. I have auto sprint on. You know, I definitely recommend turning off the crosshair damage feedback, because all this does, I'll show you, is, it has like an X on the screen, which covers up a little bit of the screen, so, I don't know, maybe you don't somehow see someone, it makes it harder to aim, so if you just get rid of it. and just put on stacking damage numbers. That's all you see. You just see the numbers, and in game you see the shield too. My field of view is 104. If you haven't changed your sprint view shake, definitely change it to minimal. And obviously I've turned down my music and everything because I like to stream a lot. But yeah, no, that's pretty much everything. I hope you guys either use the recommended sense or enjoy using the sense I use. Just as a quick disclaimer before I end the video though, using my sense isn't going to turn you into a god. That's not how it works. A player like me or any other player issuing or letting you use their sense, showing them have put many hours into perfecting it, you're not going to turn into a god just because you change the sense. Just keep that in mind and have a good rest of your day. See you later.